Hello YouTube and welcome to the channel. Now then, today's video is going to be an unboxing and a desktop review of this, the Pinecone Models SG1604. Now you've probably seen these floating around on other channels. I'm not sure, if they are something to do with WPL, because you can actually go and buy these on the official WPL website, and a couple of D12 WPLs I've had have actually come boxed up and said in association with Pinecone Models. So whether they're something to do with WPL, I'm not entirely sure, but like I say, I'll leave a link in the description so you can go to the WPL official store where you can get one of these. But like I say, let's unbox it and see what we get. Now, as ever on the channel, I've not touched this. It's still got the plastic tags on, the sellotape on it. So if there's anything horrible or nasty inside, you'll be the first people to know. Well, apart from myself, that is, because obviously I'm doing it. So let's get the tape cut off. Let's see what we get. Right, I've had to fast forward the unboxing slightly because it's quite comprehensively attached to the packaging, so it took absolutely ages to get it out of the box. But anyway, we have one car, a bag of bits, which I'll come to in a minute. Now this person has very sensibly had the multi-battery deal, which I would always recommend you have. There's some operating instructions and a manual, and this is the bit that always excites me, spares list. So we can get bits and pieces spares for this thing, which is excellent. Now then, the controller, which you'll have to supply your own batteries for, has quite a few different buttons on it. I'll have to have a look through the instructions actually, but we've got throttle and steering trim reverse sliders. We've got a little knob here to turn the ESP strength, if you like, up or down, and we'll get to that in a bit. We've got a knob to adjust the steering trim, and I don't know what STDR stands for. Right, I've just had a quick look in the book. It says steering range adjustment, so I think that's probably like a dual rate knob, so you can actually quicken up the steering. So I think that's what that is. We've also got an on-off button on the side and a channel 4 for whatever that does, and a channel 3. But like I say, I'll have to consult the manual, but it looks fairly comprehensive, to be honest. Right, let's have a quick look in this bag, see what we've got. Let's get it open. Okay, spares wise, we get with the car. Now that's nice to see. We've got a spare set of drift wheels, because the wheels that are on the car at the moment are quite soft rubber. So we get a spare set with drift wheels, which is nice. We get a charger. Looks a reasonable one, doesn't it? Now this, I can see this is the bit that really excites me here. We've got a metal wheel nut spanner stroke wrench. So if you are watching WL Toys, please don't put any more of those plastic ones in. They're absolutely rubbish. Give us a metal one like that. And you've also got what look like some spare steering arms, some R-clips, a little Allen key, and a little tiny Phillips screwdriver. Okay, let's go ahead and pull these R-clips out and have a look under the shell. Oh, crikey. Okay, we've got some lights. So, see if we could just sneak those out. There we go. Like I say, I do prefer this body, just because it looks like Ken Block's Mustang. Right, the car itself. Let's have a look. Well, we've got the third battery there. Like I say, it's very important that I think you always go for the battery deal, to be honest. It's got double wishbone suspension, little shocks. They're not oil filled or anything. Everything's sort of plasticky, which isn't too much of an issue, because if you're anything like me, you'll be banging into things constantly. So if you break something, they're usually quite cheap. Let's get this battery out. Oh, that's a nice touch on a little hinge like that. This motor looks like a 370 or something. I can't quite tell. Should be plenty powerful enough to fling this thing round though. We appear to have a little red brake light at the back as well there. You can see there. It looks like I've got combined ESC and receiver unit with a little power switch on it. Now we've also got metal drive shafts with metal drive cups. The ones at the front are quite spindly, but the ones on the rear, I don't know if you can tell there, are actually quite thick. It's quite substantial, a lot more substantial than the ones at the front. It's pretty much standard fare really. I mean, everything's sort of plastic. I bet you'll be able to get soon an upgrade kit for this if you wanted to put metal bits and pieces on it. I'm not sure if you can fill the shocks with oil. You might be able to, because they're just friction at the moment. But we'll go ahead. I'll charge one of the batteries and we'll put a battery in it and see what happens. Okay, I've just put a bit of charge in the battery, stuck it back in, put the bodywork back on. Just a little word of warning. I did bend one of the pins on the receiver when I took the plug for the lights out. Just be very careful when you do that. That was my fault, being an idiot. I should have left it in situ, but I wanted to show you the inside of the car. Lights are flashing, which means it's ready to be paired with the controller. One thing I have noticed is the button for the receiver is quite fiddly to turn on and off. It would have been nice if it pops under the chassis somewhere, a little switch or something. Never mind, it's a minor thing. Right, to pair it, obviously turn it on. There we go. I've got some brand new batteries in my controller here. I found out also what these buttons do. That one, that channel there, channel, was it 3? Is to turn the lights on and off. You can have them like that. I don't know if you can see there. Which is really cool, I'm not going to lie. Full beam, if you like, and you can have them off completely. And you can just basically cycle through them. That's fantastic. Obviously, it works for the rear little light as well, which is cool. This here, the channel 4, it's a power setting button, so, well, slider, and you've got 50, 75 and 100% power. So that'd be useful if you are a novice as well. And this is definitely a dual rate, because if you turn it right the way down, the steering doesn't work at all. So we can turn it up a little bit. So it just reduces, don't know if you can see there, just reduces the speed at which the steering responds if we turn it all the way up. Fast as you like. Now unfortunately, like I said, this is just going to be a desktop unboxing and a review. Unfortunately I can't take this out and use it outside, so it's a little bit unfortunate. I really would like to have a go with this, but let's see if we can't get the ESP system to kick in on the desk. I can't remember if you must have, I'll turn it up full, which is that button there, that slider there. I think if we apply the throttle and turn the car, we should be able to see it working. Oh. I don't know if you can see that there, but when I rotate the car when the throttle's on, that's the ESP system trying to keep the car in a straight line, which for the price point on this is absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely magical. Try it again. So I'm not touching the steering at all, and that's the car doing that, trying to correct the yaw of the vehicle, which is absolutely amazing. Okay, first impressions, what do we think? Well, I know we can't take it outside, it's only a desktop review and an unboxing for this video, but what did we think of the Pinecone Model SG1604? Well, first off, I absolutely love this body. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Like I say, it reminds me of Ken Block's Hoonigan Mustang, and to be honest, you can't go wrong because I think it looks fantastic. I like the fact that you get the two different types of wheels, the road ones, the rubber ones, sorry, and these drift type ones. The lights look amazing. And if you can tell, there's lots of little LEDs, or it looks like there's lots of little LEDs in that ring around there. So the lights look fantastic. The build quality is probably similar to WL Toys. A lot of plastic on it, I know, but at this price point, really, you can forgive that. Dampers would be nice if they were oil filled and not friction, but hey ho. I think one of the things that impresses me most about this Pinecone Models SG1604 is the feature packed electronics you get with it. I mean, you can cycle the lights, you can adjust the power level. Obviously you've got a fairly standard steering trim and dual rate adjustment. You can reverse the throttle and the steering as well, which I think if you're that way inclined, that's absolutely brilliant. But it's the ESP function, this your control that you get with it. At this price point, I think it's absolutely amazing. The whole thing was, I think it cost about 70 quid, but that was with 3 batteries. So I don't think that's too bad at all. One of the other things that has amazed me the most is the fact that you get a metal box spanner with it as well, which I'll tell you what, that's absolutely made my day. Okay, if you've enjoyed this video, and I know it's not a perfect video because I would have liked to have taken it outside myself and tried it, but unfortunately I've got to keep it brand new. If you've enjoyed this video and you found it of some use and of interest, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're feeling that way inclined, hit that subscribe button for more future content like this in the future. I will say this, there are a few exciting videos coming up, and I've got a very exciting collaboration in the pipeline, which I am really excited about, but hopefully I'll let you know in the future. But once again, thanks for watching, and catch you again soon.